Apocalypse Now. Universally positive ratings, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I watched it on BBC. Martin Sheen, Marlon Brando, Dennis Hopper, Harrison Ford, Lawrence Fishburne. Harvey Keitel, although I thought he was cut. I thought he was fired. Whatever. Robert Duvall. I don't think Charlie Sheen. I mean, how old would Charlie Sheen have been? Yeah, he definitely wasn't in the film. He would have been 11 when filming started. This okay. This one's weird because there's like 3 versions of the movie. The original, which is 2 hours 33 minutes. The final cut, which is what? The one I watched said that it was the final cut. According to Wikipedia, the final cut is over 3 hours long. But when I was watching it, it said 2 hours 50 minutes. So maybe I'm gonna assume that Wikipedia got the redo and the final cut wrong because, like, the final cut came out after the redo, but they took scenes out of the redo. I've never had a film like this before. Like, I've seen films after director's cuts, and it's just, the director's cut adds more and makes it more in the director's vision. But with this, it's confusing. But I don't really care, because the film was crap anyway. Like, there were some good scenes in it, but I was bored during the good scenes because it was a struggle to watch it. I get what they were trying to go for, but, adapt the book from a 100-page book from 1899, but make it more modern and stretch out into between 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours. Like, 100-page book gets a 3.5 hour film, but whatever the biggest Harry Potter book is, I think the 5th one, that gets a 2-hour movie. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. Like, I get they're gonna go for, but I guess it just wasn't for me. Magnum Force Universally Positive ratings. I watched it on DCM. Clint Eastwood. Carl Weathers. It's good. Also, Dirty Harry in general is just based. This is Twitter as of 10 past 5 p.m. on Thursday the 11th, I think. Yeah, of August 2022. Homophobia in the Commonwealth is a legacy of the British Empire, says Tom Daly. I've seen that he has some sort of documentary on the BBC about homophobia, but we are not a homophobic country, Tom. We haven't been for quite a while. Like, if we were homophobic, how come we have government buildings? And, okay, by country I mean Britain, but, if Britain is homophobic, how come government buildings all over Britain were, flying the pride flag during Pride Month? No homophobic country would do that. Climate scam. What is this? Hmm. Yeah, the sure cut down however much that was of trees, built wind farms. Why Millie Bobby Brown stopped using social media because she turned 18 and you know uh, the way it is with people being horny. And that's all I'm gonna say. Why is Andrew Tate trending? Well, assuming this is Andrew Tate. Yep, I'll get into that when I get into Paul's tweets.
Street over there in Danville. Street over there in Danville. Street over there.
Yeah. This better not be Anthony Fontano. Yeah, shut up, man. Like, I agree with you, but you're just a little bitch, right? The problem you have with Andrew Tate is like, hey, sexist. The problem I have with Andrew Tate is that he's pathetic, right? Like, you've all seen the videos of that guy going like, women only hate Andrew Tate because he's bringing back masculinity, and then it cuts to, I mean, I don't think it's actually him, but like a bald guy walking down the street with his arms very flailing around very flamboyantly. And there was also another one where it's the same video, you know, the guy saying women only hate Andrew Tate because, and then it cuts to him in a pool with a pole ring. Like, if he's so masculine, he wouldn't need a pole ring, would he? Incredible how so many far-right people, when you meet them, are actually really kind of nice. Paul, you hate the far-right? And the far-right hate you as well. Anyone you see being demonized is being demonized because what they're saying is a threat to the regime. That's mostly true, but I wouldn't say 100%. Andrew Tate is being demonized by the regime right now because he's an authentic map. No, he's not, Paul. I just knew that Paul would be a fan of Andrew Tate. They hate these kind of people the most because they're all boring losers who hate themselves. Paul, what are you doing? Yeah. Excess non-corona deaths top 12,500 in 14 weeks as Oxford professor joins call for government to... Really? Click on your stupid article from the Daily Skeptic. I've never heard of them. I'm going to assume that they're more centrist / right-leaning. I'm surprised that it didn't immediately open up with you're almost out of free articles, despite the fact that I have never even heard of your website before, never mind having clicked on one of your articles. Government to investigate alarming trend. This should be the biggest story in the UK right now. Nah, currently the biggest story in the UK right now is... I don't even know. Really impressed with the engagement and growth of Truth Social. Really smooth user experience too. I'm sure, Paul, let me just look at what Truth Social is like. because they said that about mine's crap. They said that about anything that the Lotuses are on that isn't mainstream. A bunch of crap. I don't like the fact, right? This just seems like a Twitter clone. It probably is for people who got banned off Twitter. But I don't like the fact that they're calling their versions of tweets truths. Like, I'm not a guy that worries about misinformation, but I don't like the fact that I could tweet, like, you know, even something like, I am 9 foot, and for it to be called a truth. I'm hoping these are the same tweets that he puts out on Twitter. Doesn't seem like it because there's nothing here about Andrew Tate. I'm not going on the Truth Social, man. I don't care even if it is such a great user experience. If it is, good for them. But nah. Media stopped describing targeting Trump as raid after former FBI agent complained. Media stopped describing search of Donald Trump's estate as a raid after a top former FBI agent complained about the wording during an appearance on MSNBC. Muslims, particularly Pakistani Muslims, are being targeted for assassination in New Mexico. Just don't go to New Mexico then. Why would you go to New Mexico in the first place? The perpetrator is most likely a white supremacist. Is right. Yeah, this the one where it was like, this person killing Muslims is a white man who hates Muslims, only for it to turn out to be another Muslim killing all the Muslims. But would not be surprised if we learn he/she is a Hindu nationalist. Afghan man Mohammed Sued, charged in killing of 2 Muslims in Albuquerque, suspected in 2 others. Why is corporatist media now normalizing cannibalism? I know this seems like an exaggeration or just outright not true, but there have been people like literally saying that we should I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, let me just remember what I was going to say and I'm going to sneeze. Right, so you have rolling in on the forum Klaus Schwab, aka Dr. Strangelove, saying, you know, you'll eat the bugs. But now we've skipped from you will eat the bugs to you will eat, you know, other people. No, I'm not eating other people. Go screw yourself. In fact, I'm not going to play this 2-minute video.
Folks, my name is...
You will start to notice every conceivable arrangement being criminally normalized in corporatist media for the use of psychological nudging, from horrific levels of violence to paedophilia. Vices are fast becoming virtues. Counselor for sex offenders who works with the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections says still controversy after defending maps. So for those who don't know, a couple of years ago, pedophiles stopped, like, they tried to find a way of making it more normal to be a pedophile by, instead of saying that they're a pedophile, saying that they are a MAP, which stands for Minor Attracted Person. It's like a communist using the word socialist as a substitute for communism. Comparing pedophilia to a normal sexual preference. The reason why would not allow pedophilia is because the child cannot consent, even if you're 17. So me, well, not in the UK, but I'm going to talk specifically about America, because age of consent is 13. Or sorry, it's not 13, 18. There, um, so in America, I'd be considered a child, and I wouldn't be allowed to have sex because I don't have the mental capacity to understand what is being offered. Basically, children are stupid, so they shouldn't be having sex because they're so stupid they don't understand fully what sex is. That's why there's so many teenage pregnancies. Meanwhile, in Paris, battle between Egyptians and Algerians in Saint Denis, if that's how you pronounce it. Everything is fine. I'll vote for the Republicans for the first time, but not if they pick Trump. Joe Biden is so unpopular even among his own party that the GOP has a clear run at the White House as long as Donald Trump isn't involved. Right, so it's gotten so bad to the point where, and we all predicted this even before Biden got in the White House, is hate Biden so much that we've decided, screw it, we need to vote Republican. But it hasn't got to the point where you're fine with voting for Trump. So you'd rather have Joe than Trump. How? I'm glad that you've made progress, but how have you not made it all the way to the we need Trump bit? My country is collapsing into a fuckish, lawless banana republic, but I still can't get over Trump's mean tweets. Trump isn't even really a person anymore, he's just a giant gleaming icon of defiance. Wish I was a giant gleaming icon of defiance. Mr. President, inflation is getting bad, what should we do? If only there was some way to undo those stimulus checks. Internal Revenue Service, now hiring. Fire tornado in California. Because California. I've already talked about this yesterday. Listen here, dumbass. I blocked this account. When? I've never heard of these people. U.S. Marshals track down man wanted for torturing his ex-girlfriend, only to find suspect riddled with bullets. Let me just make this bigger. Okay, that just made it smaller. I'll have to go into the bloody article. It looks like he's attempted, like, what was it, from a couple of years ago, like the duck face challenge or whatever. Or, like the one where you put your mouth in a shot glass and you suck. They make your lips bigger, like Kylie Jenner's. This happy agony. I can definitely, there you go. Dating that face would be torture. Anime movies worth watching. Never heard of this. Or this. Or this. Or the. I'm just gonna say if there's anyone that I do recognize. The hell? Nah, I've never heard of any of these. What? And with. Oh, there's. Grave of the Fireflies haunts me to this very day. And with that one, I thought it'd just be another whimsical anime. I didn't expect it to be a serious examination of the horrors of World War II. This movie, never want to see it again. Dude. Summer, July, and August are normally the warmest months in Scotland. I think that's worldwide, but okay. With average maximum temperatures ranging from approximately 15 degrees C to 17 degrees C. Scotland's high latitude means that we enjoy lovely long summer days and often an extended twilight. We are hitting 30 as of late. I would kill for a nice comfortable 15.